Hello, my name is Jack Tang, and I'm an admissions counselor here for the RN to BSN program at Regis University. And so welcome to the nursing program at Regis. I know that you're probably interested inside our new program, which is the accelerated 5-week format nursing program. It's brand new, and I wanted to tell you a little bit more, as well as introduce you to a couple of guests at the end. At one point, I want to just tell you right now that in terms of just a schedule, it'll be starting off in October 2nd, 2017, and it'll finish in December 2018. What that means is 13 months, approximately 13 months for you to finish this program. And it's going to be a combination of hybrid as well as online programs. And in fact, let me just show you very quickly. What that means is that you will be interacting online with your teachers about twice a week, and then another 2 or 3 times a week with online as well. And so this is actually the format. This is Zoom. Zoom is very similar, if you want to think about it as Skype, but a lot better. You'll be able to interact with your teachers as well as your students through video. As you can see the teacher as they're talking. And I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the program right now. So I want to stress that one of the great things about this program is that one, of course, is that this is the speed. So if you're thinking about finishing your ADN program and transitioning that into BSN as soon as possible, then this is probably one of the best programs for you. Like I say, it's 13 months, 5-week format. And the other thing, too, is that because of our agreements with a lot of the community colleges here and with certain conditions for other community colleges, you could be eligible for a block transfer. And what that means is that that will lower your total cost of attendance and your total cost of your BSN program. And I'll explain a little bit more about that as well. But first, I really do want to tell you about the format a little bit more, just because it is very interesting, and I think it is very geared towards success and you completing the program in a very quick and successful way as well. So this is the format. So it is, as I say, it's 5 weeks, starts in October, finishes in December. There are 10 classes, and I want you to note as well is that you'll be taking one class at a time. What that means is that you'll be able to really focus on that one class, and you'll be able to balance your work life as well. And so a lot of students actually report that they're able to work full-time or part-time, and focusing on that one class at a time means that you won't get distracted and you just focus on the one thing. I want you to note as well is that there are no clinicals. We consider that you have completed those. That is one difference with other programs. There is an internship, but I want to note as well that you'll be able to complete that internship oftentimes where you're currently working. Now, that's a format. But now I want to talk about the really interesting thing is the block transfer. So if you are completing an associate's degree in nursing that requires a minimum of 66 credits, that means that you would be potentially eligible for the block transfer program. What that means is that we consider that you've completed these classes that are here. I'm pointing at them right now, I think, that even if you had not completed them, we grant them to you. We waive them for you so that if you are planning on taking, say, a business or economics class or a microbiology class, then don't take it, because we waive them for you and we grant them to you. And that, again, is if you have if you're completing an associate's degree that has a minimum of 66 credits. I should point out that this does apply for nearly all community colleges in Colorado, including Front Range, Arapahoe, Pikes Peak, Lamar, and of course Morgan Community Colleges. There are a number of other colleges as well, and I'm not going to go through all of them, but that is definitely something to consider, because when you are completing the RN to BSN program, you have 2 types of classes: your nursing classes, and for us it's 10 nursing classes, and you have your non-nursing classes. And depending on which school you go to, you have a different number of non-nursing classes. Now what you may be asking is, what non-nursing classes would you need to do? Well, like I say, if you have the block transfer, typically you only have 6 classes to do. And that's going to be 2 religious studies classes, 1 philosophy class, 1 statistics class, and 2 upper division classes. Now, you can take these classes at your community college. And in fact, we encourage you to, because it's oftentimes more practical and more economical. And that's what we want. We want it to be an easy, seamless process for you. So you do not need to worry about having to do classes with us other than your nursing classes. In fact, we encourage you to also test out of them. So there's a great program called CLEP or DSST, which is basically a self-study program. So you study on your own, sign up with CLEP or DSST, take the test, and earn college credit. The best thing about that is that those tests are only about $150. So imagine that. That's really reducing your costs. And I know that there are a number of classes, I can point them out to you later on, that can be satisfied through CLEP and DSST for sure. So what does that mean for your total tuition cost? Well, in terms of tuition, just with Regis is approximately $535 per credit. So that's $535 times 10 classes, and each class is 3 credits. So that comes out to $16,050. And then the total number of books on the far end is about $2,000 in total. So your total tuition investment for the RN to BSN program would be $18,050. And that's the only thing you need to pay to Regis. Everything else you can find somewhere that is more economical and more reasonable to you. We also have additional fees that there's just going to be one time. Of course, there's going to be a background and drug screen, that's $70, as well as an annual compliance fee, that's $22. I know that one thing that you're thinking of course, is going to vary from student to student. And that's definitely going to be the case depending on the classes that you've taken. And so what I really encourage you to do is to send me your transcripts, unofficial transcripts, to have them evaluated. What I have online right now is just an email address and a phone number, the fax number for you to send it to. And just send it to me, and then we'll have it evaluated within 3 or 4 days, and I can tell you exactly what it looks like. Typically, like I say, it's six classes, but if you've done more, it could be as little as 4 classes that you need to do if you'd be taking our program. Now, I'm sure you've got lots of other questions as well. Again, my name is Jack Tang. I have my contact information here, jtang@regis.edu, or give me a call at 303-964-6390. I'm more than happy to chat with you and definitely answer your questions. I really hope to hear from you as well. Now, our next step, I'd like to introduce you to 2 special people. Just 1 second. This is Dr. Karen Pennington and Sue Siaka.
Hello and welcome.
So Dr. Karen Pennington is actually the director of the RN to BSN program, and Sue Siaka is one of the academic advisors for the post-licensure program. What's great is that both of them are RNs, and they totally know your concerns, and they totally know your interests, and especially for Sue, as an academic advisor, she'll be able to really help you out and address your needs and concerns.
Absolutely.
I'm just going to ask a couple of questions, if you don't mind. So Karen, I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about the program and what are the benefits of coming to Regis as a nurse?
Okay. Well, there are several things that I think make Regis distinctive. One is our mission. Our mission is to provide you an education that allows you to become men and women in service to others. And that is deeply embedded in the goals of our Jesuit values. This is a Jesuit institution, one of 28 in the country. So we have a strong history, a strong standing in nursing education. And our Jesuit values are embedded throughout all of our courses in order to answer a question that's really very, very important for someone working with the public, and that is, how ought I to live? This is a question that drives the work that we do as nurses as we educate you. So those are some of the reasons that I think that our curriculum is strong. I also feel that there's a strong emphasis on our professional role development. As you're in an RN-BSN program, you will have doors opening to you because you've taken the step to produce in yourself some advanced education. And that professional role development is really essential to round out not just knowledge for mere knowledge's sake, but knowledge for transformation. So that's some of the things in our curriculum. In addition to that, I think there's some logistical reasons that Regis is a nice fit for a person seeking to advance their education. We have infused technologies throughout our curriculum so that when you graduate, you're not just leaving with nursing knowledge, but you're leaving with informatics and knowledge for emerging technologies that nurses are going to be required to use. I also think that it's important to emphasize that our courses do not have any fees attached to them. Anything that Jack has already mentioned to you in terms of fee structure, that's it. There's no additional course fees as you progress in this program.
No lab fees. Sometimes you get that. They'll get you in there.
Yeah, listen to him. He knows what he's talking about. And the one practicum course that we have is in community health, and we only require 45 hours in the community. And so that is very doable in our format, either 5-week or our other formats. And I think that that structure really allows you to experience some parts of nursing that perhaps you didn't get very much time in your previous degree. So those are some of the things that I think make Regis really distinctive. I'm going to add one last thing, and I'm going to just, really gush over Regis here. We're told in the community, this is what we hear, it's unsolicited, that Regis nurses are different. And I think some of what I've just shared with you is why. So welcome, come. We'd love to have you as a student.
I do definitely want to emphasize that oftentimes what I hear is that also from hospitals or anything like that, they know they want to hire people from Regis. They want to hire Regis nurses because we have such an excellent reputation. And so oftentimes I hear that it's a lot easier for them to find a job because they were trained by Regis. And that's tooting our own horn.
Yeah.
But I think it definitely is very accurate. Well, thank you very much, Ken.
Sure.
Sue, would you mind just talking a little bit about the services that the students would have access to, and definitely kind of like the support that they'll have? I know that, for sure a lot of the students some of the students who would be coming because they're a little bit nervous about returning to school.
Sure.
But sometimes they just want more support, and so I think maybe if you don't mind talking a little bit about what kind of services they'll have access to.
Sure, absolutely. Thanks. And appreciate the opportunity. You will have a team of advisors, and we are available to you by email, phone, office visit, and really want you to contact us anytime with any questions at all. And if you're not sure who to contact at the university, we can be your first point of contact. We'll make sure that we get you to the right person if we don't have the answer. And Jack asked about the comfort returning to school, and that is, of course, a concern of some students, but you'll have many resources to help with that, starting with the orientation course so that you can get comfortable with the online learning management system, because some of your work will be online, and you'll have that opportunity then to practice in advance. And so when you start, and I hope you do, and you have any questions at all, then advisors are there to be your advocate, to support you, to help you with options to fulfill those non-nursing requirements that Jack talked about, to support and encourage you, to make sure that you know all of the university resources that are available to you, such as the Learning Commons, which includes a writing center, career services, ITS help desk, the library, and making sure that you have what you need to succeed. We will be here to help you with your practicum planning. Dr. Pennington mentioned that community health practicum course, and we will help you to get everything lined up so that you're ready for that precepted experience. And so I hope to have the opportunity to work with you in the future, and wish you all the best, whatever you decide.
Yeah, we all hope to speak to you very soon and to help you out. And so please contact us anytime. I've left my contact information. You'll be able to see it on the YouTube link as well. We hope to hear from you very soon.
Thank you.
Bye now.